Hey guys, it's Matt Cameron, and today on Drop the Tailgate we're going to hunt squirrels with dogs, and I'm with my good friend David Phillips and his wife Glenda, and we're going to get out and run these hounds and see if we can tree a few squirrels. So David, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us today, Matt. And as far as squirrel hunting with a dog, it's the greatest sport I've ever done. It's relaxing. You can make it as fun as you want, or you can make it as serious as you want. I've always enjoyed doing things with kids, and it's amazing to watch a little kid in a squirrel situation get their first squirrel in their eyes and their anticipation, because there's not a lot of stress and they're not out there freezing to death like they are with the deers and stuff. But
and that's how I met David, was youth squirrel hunting. Used to put on at Chuck Swan WMA. He's come out every year and took the kids squirrel hunting. So tell me how you got into squirrel hunting.
Well, be honest with it, we had a miniature collie at the house, and it would tree squirrels. And my nephew had a squirrel dog, and he asked me to kind of bring it and train it. I never thought nothing else of it. And one day he wanted a squirrel dog, and I found a guy that had some, Mr. David Savage. He's got the Cody dog, and he's got a great bloodline. And we went over, and when I got there, I had to have one. The little dog come out and chewed my shoes. It'll be the first one that you'll see probably with blue eyes. David said it was the only one out of hundreds he'd ever had born with blue eyes.
What breed is she?
She's a feist.
Okay, do you prefer the feist?
I don't know. It's all over. I do, because they're smaller, but the feist, there's tree and feist and mountain feist and all that. And to be honest with you, I don't really know the difference in them. I just know the feist breed is kind of a gritty dog. A lot of people hunts the cur dogs, which is a larger dog. And it's just kind of what suits you, because if you're going to hunt competition and you're going to hunt long days, you know, the bigger the dog, the further they can go, the stouter they are. But I'm finding with the little dogs, they're just as stout, and they can go all day too.
Well, that sounds good. What do you say we get her out here and see if we can tree one?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Now we're going to try to tree some squirrels today. And if we don't, as my dad always told me, there's two things in life that could make a liar out of you. That was a kid and a dog. Don't never say that your kid won't do something, and never say your dog won't do nothing, and you'll come out ahead. Are you ready to go, girl? We're going to drop the tailgate.
What's her name?
Bitzy. You wouldn't believe it by looking at her, but when I got her, she wasn't no bigger than your fist, and I called her Itzy Bitzy. And for the first 6 months of her life, she rode on the tractor with me. I made her a car seat, and she rode on the tractor with me, and when she seen something to chase, I'd stop the tractor and mowing hay and let her chase it.
And how old is she?
She's 4-year-old. And in the dog squirrel business, they tell me that when a dog is 4-year-old, it's in its prime.
All right, before we get going now, let's talk about where to hunt squirrels, what you look for in a property.
If I'm driving down the road and I'm looking for a place to hunt, I look out, and if I see squirrel nest. If you see squirrel nest on the top of the trees and you can spot them off several hundred yards, you know there's squirrels there. Today, cloudy, overcast, wind blowing. The squirrels, you'll tree a few, but squirrels do not like wind. They like sunny days, and they like calm days. And one of the two things that really drive squirrels in is wind, and especially hawks. If a hawk's flying over whistling, it really drives them in, and you really don't see squirrels in that area. Right now we're in late season, 2 days till it closes. The females are mostly all bred, and they stay close to the den trees. So we'll tree squirrels, and the squirrel will be actually away from the den tree. But when we get close to the tree, or you'll hear the dog, if a squirrel leaves a tree and runs to another tree, it's called timbering. You will actually hear the dog moving, and she's moving, following the squirrel, and the squirrel will go to the den tree where it knows it's safe. And right there, look there, right there's a den tree, and we ain't moving. Right down there in that locust, 3 holes.
With the holes in it?
It's rough ground, she's putting it 4-wheel drive. To me, it's all about the dog, because you'll find out with me and her, if Bitzy trees and we start to the tree and we want a sandwich, we sit down and eat a sandwich. She'll be there when we get there.
Squirrel still be up there too. Well, how do you know when she's treed?
Right now. and you can tell too, that bark right there is excited but not excited when they tree them with their nose, they're not as excited. You will find out here in a minute when one timbers, or if one is down low enough she can really see it, she really gets excited. As you're going to the dog, as she knows, that squirrel normally will just be above that dog about halfway up the tree. And as if you start looking at the tree as you're walking up there, you will actually see the squirrel climb up, and it makes it a lot easier finding it once you get there.
To keep your eyes peeled as you're walking in.
As you walk up.
Toward the top of the right hand.
Yeah, that fork.
Happy dog.
Bring it here, little girl. Bring it here, little girl. No matter how far, how rocky, or how bad, I can always depend on my little girl. Bring it here, baby girl. You's a good girl. Good girl. Now get us another. Give me another squirrel. Let's go. Give me another. This is a little female, and that's a young squirrel. And that squirrel there would be real good fried. The older the squirrel is, the more we take and make dumplings out of them. But the younger the squirrel is, that's a good young squirrel, is a good fryer squirrel for breakfast. And this was depression food. All the old people, this is what they lived on. And you'll talk to a lot of people, because we've got away from it. A lot of people was raised on what we throw away. Always carry your plastic bags, Walmart, dollar store, whatever. You can put your squirrel in it and wrap him up. Put him in your pouch, and you never get blood on your pouch. Another squirrel trick. My good buddy Eddie O'Dale showed me. If he's up there to get it.
That scratching around like that make them look at you sometimes?
You can take your hatchet. We tree a lot of squirrels and fence posts and stuff, and it's fun to chop them out. But you can just take the hatchet. Squirrels can't handle vibration, and that'll make them move to where you can find it. Let's go. Set a hole. I'm in it. Come on. Go. Set a hole. Come on. Yeah, we was talking earlier about the females laying close to the dens. The females are bred, and they know they're going to have babies, so they don't get fur off, so they can get back to safety. Minute?
Maybe. She'd have been there quicker if we'd let her go quicker, wouldn't she?
When she first treed, she was on that cedar and it timbered across. There he is.
Right there somewhere in it.
Yep, right in that fork in that clump. Mr. Matt, you get the shot at this one. It's coming down. Get it, girl! Get it, girl!
Wow!
Get him, girl!
Well, that never would have climbed another tree. Wouldn't have been for that dog.
Yeah, it's done better if you see she's making sure it's dead. Bring it here. Come on. Bring it to me. Bring it to me. Bring it here, little girl. Bring it here. Good girl. You know the best part about it? It don't matter who shoots it, I get all the squirrels. Yeah, that is key. That little dog right there, if we'd have shot and injured that squirrel when it hit the ground and took off like that, it would have been up in a den tree or in a hole and passed away, you know, and we never got it. And she plays more than one role. You put a good shot on it.
Second shot.
You weren't supposed to tell that.
That's pretty good to be a cloudy day.
Real good. Sun pops out, we'll do real good. She, most of the dogs, when they get started, you want to stay on them and keep them interested. The first year of their life is the crucial one. You know, keeping them in the woods. When I went over to Dave Savage's, I said, he had squirrel dogs. I said, which one do you think will make the best puppy? He looked me dead serious and said, the one that's hunted the most. And that's the true story.
I think it's went down that snag.
No, there he is. I see his tail sticking out. Up there about 3 foot from the top. Come on over where I'm at. I can't see nothing but his tail. Now I got about a 1/4 inch. I believe I can get in there on it. I don't believe I got him. Get him, bitch! Went in that hole. That hole's further than I can reach. A lot of times you can really twist their hair up in the stick.
Pull them out.
And pull them out. No, that thing's hollow forever. You don't feel so bad now, do you, man? Well, that's hunting. Come on, little girl. He got away. Yeah, the overcast is leaving. The sun's peeping through. Wind stopped. The day's just now fixing to get good. During the rut, which is done being, you will tree in a place where you've normally went in and treed 8 or 10 squirrels. You may just tree 3 times in that patch of woods, or maybe twice. But the boars will be chasing the females, and you're liable to tree 6, 7 squirrels in one tree. And all the people that squirrel hunt always tells you never shoot the top squirrel, because the top squirrel will be the female. And most of the time, if you shoot the squirrels below it, it will be a male. And a lot of people, they'll shoot all the squirrels or whatever they tree, but we normally just take one.
And she covers some ground. And she just
Believe it.
right here, just 50, 60 yards of us, and now she's just plumb out of
She's
sight.
210 yards. Wherever she's at.
Come down and go back up.
I told you we treat squirrel right there was coming in, and we'll treat one going back out. They'll hop right back out. You could hunt this 2 or 3 times if you wanted to. She's treed at 153 yards. She's treed 150 yards, and she's pointed the arrow points right at her.
So that knows when the collar's elevated.
When the collar's elevated, it shows that she's treed. This will actually, as an alarm, it will buzz and tell you she's treed. You never look at it if she's too far away and you couldn't hear her. Get him, Vince! Right here. Good girl. Good girl. Up and over the log. Oh, hi. Good girl. Bring it here. Bring it here. You're a good girl. That is a mature boar.
Yeah, buddy.
That would be a dumpling squirrel. That's a Matt Cameron dumpling squirrel. Come on, Sissy. Telling you, it's kept our marriage alive. Hunting, fishing. We'd go deer hunting and be real cold morning. Up in that morning when it got up, I always carried a sleeping bag. And we'd come back to the edge of the field out of the mountain, coil up in that sleeping bag and take a nap. Then we'd go back and hunt till dark. Well, let's go to her.
Hello, son. Was she a squirrel?
I reckon.
See if,
I might mess up on my contacts.
he's got a good scope.
Alright.
Gun's dead on. We'll see if we can find it.
Alright.
Wherever you can get on it at.
He went on the back side.
Yeah, I'll bring it around. You find your
You
tree
could,
and
yeah.
I'll just squirrel.
He'll go over and it'll come back this way a little bit.
Try him again. Oh, you're shooting at a different one. Okay. There's two of them. Oh, you got him right there. All right, get the other one if you can, if it's still there. Went up higher. That's fun, isn't it?
I don't think I hit it in the head. I tried to, but I think I moved when I shot.
That acts like a nose tree. She winded that. Ready, Cade? Hey, Glenda. Let Cade walk up on the tree and see if he can find it. What you want to do is look and find her, and the second you see her, look about halfway up the tree and just keep your eyeballs there, because that squirrel will just get up there so far above that dog and laugh at it. But as you walk up, it'll go up, you can see them. That got him. Get him, little girl! Come on, you get tired. You get tired. Come on. Don't you take it, that blonde-headed boy. I won't never give you another biscuit. Big old boar. You got to put a good hang on. Get me nut. When that squirrel stiffens up, or its tail, or it hangs on by one leg, that most of the time you've hit them in the head and it paralyzes them and they hang on for a second. You can usually tell if you've made a good shot.
So you found them?
Yeah.
I see one of them.
The one in the very top, don't shoot it.
So that one way out there on the end of the left, don't shoot?
No, you can shoot that one.
You see it, Kay?
That's what I see.
I guess go for it then.
And the others two didn't.
Oh, I see it in the fork right there. I guess get that and we'll leave the other ones.
Don't get the one in the very top up there.
Yeah, I got that one, but it's stuck in a tree.
It might fall. There it comes.
And just playing that. Give me a bag, Glenda. I'm going to send you to the dollar store. You've killed 5, 6.
That's 5, I think.
Daggone, we couldn't have let him go all day. I couldn't have carried him all. Hold it open, please. Yeah. There was 5 in there, and he killed the lowest 2, and they was both males. And they must be coming back in a late rut because it was the boars chasing the sow. It's just according to what people's looking for, but I promise you, if you could get this dog for $2,500, you'd be money ahead to buy it because of the training it and doing all that, but most time good dogs ain't for sale. As I said earlier, there's more people looking for a dog than got one. This is called a tailgate picture, Cade. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey, that's a limit of squirrels. And I let one get away. And let's see, we treed one on that other man, and it had 2 in it. There's 3. We let that one go get away. So we treed 14 squirrels we should have got, but that's hunting. I killed all these, and Cade and Matt shot that one. That's a big pot of meat right there, boys.